Hey guys, StarCraft here, and well, today's new comic book day, NCBD, and it's the week that has Superman number 8 in it. Now, you all know how I reacted last time, was it? And I've gotten the digital download, that's why I'm doing this so early, and I'll say this, it's a little bit better than the last issue. Again, really, anything from that atrocity is an uphill. I mean, it's going straight up. But Bendis does start to explain things a bit more, give more context. But at the same time, I'll just say this, it pisses me off just almost as much because most of this is him justifying what he's done. And he's done this before. I go off in the review already, but I assure you, this is just going to be just as painful. Okay, not as painful, but this is going to be pretty darn close. Because the last time we saw this horrible stuff about basically confirming how Lois, terrible mother, Superman, horrible, stupid judge of character. But this one, like I said, is basically through John, the person we're all ticked off, had the exchange distrust upon, basically saying, hey, they okay, but okay, let's get right in, you'll see what I mean. We open up with the cover that a lot of people have been saying. This was when we first got hinted off to this Unity Saga stuff, and for what it's worth, the cover's not that bad. Really, it's really not. It's pretty good, all things considered, and, well, it's Ivan Rice. What do you expect? And, okay, I don't normally talk about variant covers, but this one includes one from Rob Liefeld, and, again, it's not that bad looking, like at all. We open up with Jonathan on board the ship with Jor-El, as Jor-El asks him, why did you agree to come with me? And they even said, Jonathan starts to get the usual, to get a different perspective of, like you said, Jor-El, that was the part you told your parents. What drove you out here? And he gives a very kid response. Free trip in outer space with a grandpa I don't know. So far, no chores. What's the worst way to spend the summer? Jor-El even finds it disappointing as Jonathan just explains, because I don't get how any of this works. And when asked which part, any of it. The world, the universe, my place in it, none of it makes any sense. And my dad, he's the greatest. But he's the greatest. And basically going on about how people are already expecting a lot of him and all of that. And Jor-El's like, it just occurred to me just now. By the natural order of the universe, you and I should never have met. I should be long dead, yet I survived. And he even says, and I'm this half Kryptonian, half Metropolis kid. I shouldn't even be a thing. We were both here now, accidental, somewhat impossible. And basically, Jor-El, this is where we're starting to get a little bit of understanding of him, a little bit more. And he's starting to doubt his, the science that he's always studied. And that if all the universe is offered as chaos, what do you call those of us who have dedicated their lives to cataloging it, organizing it, trying to make sense out of all of it? Okay, I will give Bendis' perspective. That is actually pretty deep how he's trying to have him come off as. This actually adds a bit more context to why Jor-El is making this change right now. That both of them are looking for answers. And he brought Jonathan there to show him answers. But what if they can't find them? Because there are no answers. To which Jonathan even asked, what the hell kind of thing is that to even say to an 11-year-old? This is one of the cases where Bendis is at his best. Actually giving us some characterization that explains the context of all of his writing. This is actually really good. Then we're starting to get back into the frustrating stuff. And now we start to have Lois spout out all of the things that a lot of we readers were probably saying, showing that Bendis knew this was going to be said. Lois, I should never have left you on that ship. Yes, Mom, you should have. You make these choices, right, Clark? You do, and you think you're doing the right thing for your kid. Mom, Jor-El manipulated us. Mom, there is no handbook for how to raise. Ma! I've had time on my way back to you to think about how you were going to freak out about this. And you and Siri are very right to want to freak out. But just want to remind you, I made it home. You raised me to take care of myself. And I did it. Took a little longer than I was hoping, but I figured it out when I got home. I'm kind of really proud of myself, and I think you should be too. Yeah, this basically sounds like Bendis basically saying, oh yeah, you guys are pissed off, but hey, he made it back. He's Superman's kid. Yada 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 yada. Bendis, you're trying to justify yourself within your own writing by thinking, oh, if I have one of the characters repeat the stuff that the audience is saying and yet justify it in the story, then it's going to justify for everyone else. Doesn't work that way, Bendis. Would have thought by now you would have known that, but apparently not. We didn't have Clark just zoom right out. He is frustrated with himself, as well he should be, and he just goes off to go and hit something, which I like how he actually mocks himself, and Bendis kind of mocks the notion people have of Superman's angry. Just goes to the asteroid belt and starts punching things. And he's telling himself, don't do it, don't. Seize Mongol. You know what? Basically, this is a perfect thing to take it out on, and he does. And again, some of the writing is still funny. Clark shows up. How's everything going? We are about to find out if our healthy, one-of-a-kind 11-year-old son is really now a one-of-a-kind, healthy 17-year-old. You find something to hit? Don't make fun. I'm not. I'm asking if you brought back something for me to hit too. Oh, Mongo. Oh, nice. Anything we can use at the paper? You know, not really. Okay, again, that type of writing actually kind of fits. It is very... It's so conflicting, all this. And, well, basically, we didn't have it be Kellex reveals, yep, he's now a 17-year-old. And basically, he continues on with the story now, basically explaining how they went about fixing all these other issues. Looks like at one point they dealt with the Sanagarians. Really doesn't make much sense, but basically, yeah, time just kept on moving somehow. Still didn't explain how he got older, but they were always doing something. Helping save the world, always getting distracted, Jonathan puts it. They were doing good things, helping people, which, okay, that helps out quite a bit. And then the Green Lanterns, Kilowog and Riccia, show up, basically talk to them about it. And Jonathan's about to ask, you could give me a lift home? But then Jor-El shows up and they decide to skedaddle. Okay. No. Kilowog and Riccia would not just be like, okay, we're out of here. They just dealt with Zod during Hal Jordan's book. No. This is getting into the levels of, I'm just going to have it and try to write however I see fit level bad of Bendis. But then, basically you have Jor-El decide, I'm going to take you home. And Jonathan admits, I don't know if it was an entire year because he lost track of time, but for a long time, Jor-El did not talk to him. Did a lot of reading, desperately scoured the ways for Earth news, and I guess he apparently came across some type of movies, but eventually, when Jor-El comes to talk to him, all of a sudden a weird portal or black hole or whatever opens up, and they are pulled in, and when they do, they somehow end up on another world, the world of the crime syndicate, which again makes no fucking sense. They are dead. The crime syndicate is dead from Darkseid War. Unless Manhattan decided to bring them back, they should be fucking dead. Every last one of them. But apparently somehow they are still alive. So yeah, that's this issue, and it basically sounds like while we're filling in some of the gaps, it's Bendis entirely trying to BS his own shit. Trying to be all like, oh yeah, and Superman and Jonathan, it's okay, this good stuff, all this stuff happened because they were doing good and it helped Jonathan out. So yeah, he's gonna be more like his father. Bullshit. You were just justifying yourself, Bendis, and God. Look, that's all I have to say right here about that. So that was Superman number 8, and good lord, do I need to say any more? This was just a train wreck. A complete and utter train wreck. This whole Unity Saga, everything. I mean, not only, and again, the stuff with Jorah at the beginning was the best stuff because it actually gave context. But then everything else is basically saying like, oh, I'm a horrible mother. No, you're not, Mom. I shouldn't have done that. Yes, you should have. Oh, this and that. Hey, I ended up all right, didn't I? Seriously, what the fuck, Bendis? I gotta say it again. What the flying fuck, Bendis? Seriously. And then what you did was Kilowog and Aricia, two known lanterns who would never do this. They would have looked at Jor-El and be like, hey, this is Superman's kid. We're taking him, all right, whether you like it or not. Why couldn't he have gotten just two random lanterns? Probably because he couldn't think of any random lanterns. But it's like, why those two, especially Kilowog? No way in hell he'd be like, hey, Poozer, you don't like it? That's Soup's kid. He wants to go home. I'm taking him home. Instead of being like, okay, see ya. It's like, no, not Kilowog. Okay, look, like I said, better than the last issue, not by much. Still just as infuriating as so much that he's done throughout all of this. Art is still fantastic. Like how they're doing the whole Brandon Peterson's doing the flashbacks, Ivan Rice is doing the present day stuff. Their art styles do kind of work. I don't mention it in the review. I'm mentioning it now. So, I'm just to take a little page from Nostalgia Critic. I'm StarCraft, and I read Bendis so you don't have to. What else can I say? See y'all next time. Take care.